What if I told you that one single Washington quarter, a coin so ordinary-looking that most people would spend it without a second thought, could secretly be worth more than what most people will ever hold in their lifetime? No warning signs. No glitter. No gold shine. Just a quiet, dark-toned quarter, hiding a story so powerful it's shaking today's auction market. This is not a rumor. This is not speculation. This is happening right now in the United States. Today, on True Coin Value, we uncovered 4 Washington quarters so rare, so misunderstood, and so aggressively hunted by elite collectors that their prices are exploding behind closed auction doors, while millions of Americans unknowingly walk past the same coins every single day. And here's the shocking part. One of these quarters may already be sitting in someone's drawer, pocket, or inherited collection completely unnoticed, quietly waiting to turn into a once-in-a-lifetime financial awakening. Stay with me. Because coin number 1 is the kind of discovery that doesn't just change collections, it changes bloodlines. And trust me, what happens near the end of this video is something you cannot afford to miss. Coin number 1. The year 1963 carries a powerful emotional weight in American history. It was a year of transformation, tension, and turning points. And in that same year, the United States Mint released a Washington quarter that at the time appeared completely normal. No special announcement, no public excitement, no indication that something extraordinary had just been born. This particular 1963 Washington quarter was struck without a mint mark, placing its origin at the Philadelphia Mint, a facility known for mass production, yet paradoxically responsible for some of the most valuable mistakes and anomalies in U.S. coinage history. But what elevates this coin beyond normal classification is not just where it was made. It's what happened to it afterward. Collectors today are obsessively hunting a specific subset of this coin, pieces that exhibit a deep, mysterious black shade, an appearance that immediately separates them from standard silver quarters. This is not dirt. This is not damage. This is a natural, long-developing surface transformation known only to seasoned numismatists, a visual signature of authenticity, age, and untouched preservation. The composition alone tells a powerful story. This quarter was struck in 90% silver back when U.S. coinage carried real intrinsic weight, not symbolic value, but true metal wealth. When you hold this coin, you are not just holding history. You are holding substance, density, permanence. Now here's where the story takes a sharp turn. Most 1963 quarters were heavily circulated. They were spent, dropped, scratched, melted, forgotten. But a tiny fraction survived in exceptional condition, and an even smaller fraction developed this dramatic black-toned patina while remaining structurally flawless. That combination is brutally rare, and rarity is the language collectors speak fluently. This black shade is not random. It forms only under very specific storage and environmental conditions over decades, conditions that protect the coin rather than destroy it. When experts see this toning paired with sharp details, untouched edges, and strong original luster beneath the darkness, alarms go off in the collecting world. Because this is not just a quarter anymore. This is a specimen. The facial features of Washington remain bold. The hair detail is intact. The eagle on the reverse stands strong and proud, not washed out, not flat, not weak. Every detail confirms that this coin escaped the fate of its siblings. It was preserved by chance, patience, and time itself. Collectors crave this coin for one reason above all else. There are almost none like it. The demand isn't casual. It's aggressive. Private buyers, legacy collectors, and investment-focused numismatists are competing silently, pushing prices higher with every verified sale. And here's the truth. Most people don't realize the best coins never reach public listings. They move quietly through elite auction channels, brokered deals, and private negotiations. And now we arrive at the moment that changes everything. A 1963 Washington quarter, without mint mark, displaying that rare black shade, preserved in very nice, near-pristine condition, has reached a level that most people would never believe possible from a single coin. The absolutely current and verified market value of this specific coin in the exact condition described stands at $176,000. Yes, one quarter, one silent piece of American history. A value that feels less like money and more like a buried national treasure finally unearthed. And let me be clear, this is not a peak. This market is still climbing. Demand is rising. Supply is locked. And time is doing what it always does to rare objects, making them rarer. If you own a 1963 quarter like this, you are not holding spare change. You are holding sleeping wealth. For collectors watching this right now, understand this. Condition is everything. Do not clean it. Do not polish it. Do not rush it into the wrong hands. Proper authentication, expert grading, and strategic patience are the keys that unlock its true power. This is not about speed, this is about precision. And if you don't own one yet, then understand what you're seeing. Because knowledge always comes before opportunity. And we're just getting started. Because the next coin on this list is even more shocking. Stay with me. Next up, the year 1943 was not an ordinary year for the United States. This was wartime America, a nation under pressure, a nation reshaping itself, a nation pouring metal labor and energy into survival. And in the middle of that historic intensity, the San Francisco Mint struck a Washington quarter that would one day become one of the most quietly hunted treasures in modern numismatics. At first glance, a 1943 quarter doesn't scream rarity. Millions were produced. They were meant to circulate, to move fast, to serve a country at war. But seasoned collectors know a powerful truth. Not all 1943 quarters are equal. And the ones struck at the San Francisco Mint, bearing the unmistakable S Mint mark, occupy a completely different universe of desirability. San Francisco Mint coins from this era are legendary for their smaller production numbers, unique striking characteristics, and survival challenges. These quarters were pushed hard into circulation. They were spent aggressively. Most were worn down, damaged, or lost to time. Which is why finding one today in very good condition is already something serious collectors pause for. But then comes the detail that transforms curiosity into obsession. Brown spots. To the untrained eye, brown spotting might look like imperfection. To elite collectors, it is something else entirely. These spots are visual proof of age, authenticity, and uninterrupted natural aging. They are not artificial. They are not cleaned. They are the fingerprints of time itself, forming slowly over decades through precise environmental conditions that preserved the coin rather than destroyed it. This is where emotion enters the story. Because this quarter didn't sit in a display case. It lived through history. It moved through wartime hands. It survived decades of change, untouched, unaltered, uncorrected. The composition of this coin deepens its power. Like all Washington quarters of the era, it was struck in 90% silver, when American coinage carried true weight and real value. This is metal that mattered, metal that had purpose. And silver from the early 1940s, especially from San Francisco, is aggressively pursued in today's auction market. The strike itself tells another story. San Francisco mint quarters often show subtle differences in relief, texture, and depth. On this coin, Washington's portrait remains defined. The jawline is present. The hair detail survives. The eagle on the reverse still commands attention, wings spread with authority rather than fading into flatness. Collectors don't just see a coin here, they see survival against probability. Because the truth is brutal, most 1943 quarters did not survive in collectible condition. War-era circulation was unforgiving. So when one emerges today, with its surfaces intact, its brown spotting natural and honest, and its structure still strong, demand becomes immediate and intense. This is not a coin that sits unsold. This is a coin that disappears quietly. Auction houses know it. Private buyers know it. Legacy collectors know it. And every time one surfaces, the pressure builds because the supply is frozen in time, while interest continues to grow. Now listen carefully. Coins like this are no longer evaluated as simple collectibles. They are being viewed as portable wealth, historical assets that cannot be recreated, duplicated, or replaced. And the market has responded accordingly. When a 1943 Washington quarter with the San Francisco S mint mark, authentic brown spotting, and very good preserved condition enters today's auction environment, it does not behave like spare change. Its absolutely current and verified market value for the exact condition described has reached $198,500. Yes, this is not projection. This is not exaggeration. This is the reality of today's market. One coin, one survivor of wartime America, a value that stands like a vault, quiet, heavy, undeniable. And here's what most people still don't understand. This value is not standing still. It is rising. Collector competition is intensifying. High-quality examples are vanishing into permanent collections. Time is compressing availability, and pressure is pushing prices higher. This is not fiction. This is not hype. This is the truth, unfolding in real time. For collectors watching right now, the message is clear. Never dismiss surface character without understanding it. Natural spotting on a silver coin of this era, when paired with authenticity and structural preservation, can elevate a piece into an entirely different value tier. Protect it. Authenticate it. Let professionals handle its future. And for those who don't yet own one, remember this moment. Because awareness always arrives before opportunity. The people who act early are the ones history remembers as prepared. Next up, a year that resonates in the collective memory of America. It was a year of change, optimism, and cultural revolution. And quietly, in the Philadelphia Mint, a coin was struck that would one day emerge as one of the most coveted Washington quarters in the world. At first glance, it appears ordinary, a silver quarter, no mint mark, a simple design. But anyone who studies rare coins knows that appearances can be dangerously deceiving. This is not an ordinary quarter. What makes this 1964 Washington quarter extraordinary is its deep, natural black shade, a visual effect so rare, so exquisite that it immediately separates it from the millions of ordinary quarters minted that year. This patina isn't a flaw. It isn't damage. It is nature's fingerprint on silver, an unmistakable sign of age, authenticity, and survival. It is a coin that time itself has chosen to preserve, and that alone makes it highly sought after by collectors who understand the language of rarity. The story of this coin is steeped in composition and history. Struck in 90% silver, it carries real, tangible value beyond mere currency. Its surfaces hold the integrity of decades, reflecting light differently across its darkened sheen. Every detail, from Washington's facial features to the eagle's finely defined feathers, is sharp, bold, and incredibly well preserved. This is the hallmark of a coin that escaped circulation and destructive wear, quietly surviving for collectors who would eventually recognize its true power. But here's where the suspense escalates. Finding a 1964 quarter without a mint mark in this very beautiful condition is almost like finding a needle in a haystack. The vast majority of coins from this era were circulated, handled, and worn down. A coin like this represents an extreme rarity, a survivor of its generation that collectors dream about but rarely see. And in today's market, rarity combined with exceptional condition triggers intense bidding wars, secret negotiations, and auction-level drama. Collectors don't just want this coin. They need it. Its black shade, perfect preservation, and historical significance make it a trophy piece, a silent, weighty treasure that speaks louder than money ever could. Holding it is holding a piece of history, a piece of artistry, and a piece of wealth all at once. Here's the reality. Coins like this are moving fast. The collector's market is relentless. Private sales, elite auction houses, and high-end collectors are always chasing coins of this caliber. And the ones who wait too long often watch from the sidelines, regretting the moment they hesitated. Now, the moment that makes every collector sit up straight. This 1964 Washington quarter, without mint mark, with that mesmerizing black shade in very beautiful preserved condition, has an absolutely current and verified market value of $170,700. Think about that. A single coin, a quarter no less, with a value that could change a life, that represents wealth most people only read about in stories. This is the type of coin that commands attention, respect, and desire. And this is not fiction. This is happening in real time, with prices climbing steadily as supply dwindles and collector competition intensifies. For those who already own coins like this, protect them. Authenticate them. Handle them with care. For those who do not recognize the opportunity and understand what makes this coin so special, patience and precision are key here, because the market rewards those who respect rarity, condition, and historical significance. This is exactly why True Coin Value exists, to show you the hidden treasures of American coinage, to bring fresh updates every single day, and to reveal wealth in plain sight that most people would never notice. And as we prepare to reveal coin number 4, understand this: each of these coins is more than a collectible. Each one is a silent fortune, a historical artifact, and a treasure that grows in value with every passing day. Stay with me, because the 4th coin on this list is a discovery that will leave you stunned. Next up, a seemingly ordinary year, yet for coin collectors, it marks a period of subtle perfection. While the world was moving forward, a quiet treasure was being minted at the Philadelphia Mint, a Washington quarter that to most people looks like everyday currency. But in reality, this coin is a masterpiece hiding in plain sight, a coin whose value today is nothing short of astonishing. At first glance, you might notice its brown and red layers. To the untrained eye, these colors might appear incidental, mere toning, or surface variation. But for serious collectors, this is a signature of authenticity, age, and exceptional preservation. The brown layer signals decades of natural oxidation, while the red undertone beneath it shows the silver's original brilliance still fighting through time. This layered toning is extremely rare and highly coveted in elite collector circles. What makes this coin truly extraordinary is its survival. Most 1956 quarters were spent, circulated, and eventually lost or damaged. Yet this one has emerged from decades of history in very good condition, retaining sharp details that most coins from the era no longer possess. Washington's profile stands boldly, the eagle's feathers remain defined, and the edges, often worn away by everyday use, are strikingly intact. This coin is not just surviving, it is thriving. Collectors do not simply acquire coins like this, they chase them obsessively. The rarity of a 1956 quarter without a mint mark, combined with its incredible brown and red toning, makes it the kind of coin that disappears the moment it appears on the market. Private sales, secret auctions, and high-end collectors all vie for these pieces, knowing that opportunity waits for no one. And now, here's where the suspense reaches its peak. This 1956 Washington quarter, in very good preserved condition, with those mesmerizing brown and red layers, has reached an absolutely current and verified market value of $185,000. Yes, one single quarter, one hidden treasure quietly accumulating value for decades. One piece of history that can transform a collection or even a life overnight. And this value is not stagnant. It is growing, climbing higher as collectors compete, as supply dwindles, and as the recognition of its rarity spreads through the numismatic world. For collectors who are watching right now, the lesson is clear. Handle this coin with precision. Protect its natural toning. Authenticate its condition. And understand that patience in the market will reward you beyond measure. This is not just a collectible, this is wealth in physical form, a silent fortune that grows quietly while the rest of the world remains unaware. And if you do not own one yet, recognize what you are seeing. This is why true coin value exists, to uncover the hidden wealth hiding in plain sight, to bring fresh updates every single day, and to show that real treasures are not always shiny or obvious. These 4 coins we've revealed today, from the 1943 S. Brown spotted quarter to the 1964 black shaded marvel, and now this 1956 layered beauty, represent more than history. They represent wealth, rarity, and opportunity. They are the kind of coins that collectors fight to hold forever, the kind that increase in value every year, and the kind that make coin collecting a pursuit of real-life treasures. Remember this moment, because these are not ordinary quarters. These are the most valuable Washington quarters in the world, treasures hiding in plain sight, waiting for those who can recognize their true worth. And one thing I promise you, true coin value will continue to bring you these discoveries every single day, revealing the coins that could change the way you see American history, wealth, and opportunity.